Add astra. Add astra. Deep breath. As if you're about to blow up a huge balloon. Exhale all your sleeping. Hey there! What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do... Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides! And given that there's new evidence from...
Ah, I see. Well, sorry.
Don't say that now.
Ah, And we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new... Wait, should we have...
Huh?
Well, Anyway, it would just be a meet...
You don't have to twist...
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.
I came here several times with my father when I was little.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten.
Ah, in that case...
Ooh, everything looks so good.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the...
And if it's...
Well,
Yeah. Oh, we called this a...
Oh, true.
Speaking of cases,
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward.
if it hadn't happened...
Right? Yet it...
Ugh.
In such investigations, even the smallest... To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities... It's not that I don't... It's easy to guard against... Which is exactly why the Spina... Those highfalutin It's alright. Let's talk about something else. Like,
That's true.
I see. I've heard that there's a long...
Yeah. Guess that's been...
Well, one way would be to infiltrate a performance troupe. I'm sure Lady for... All right. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm... Valid point. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from...
You mean that if we catch her up, why don't we give it a try out?
Huh? Paimon, did you drink... No, it's fine.
Alright. Honest...
Is that so? If we're all finished eating, then I'll go...
Yeah. Nah, that would be so... Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Oh, nothing.
Let's get...
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, in any case,
See ya!
Ready, steady, go!
Try this on for something.
Positions! Oh.
Scatter! Go! Germinate!
This dance is for you! All my strength! Positions! Let's dance! Don't worry about me.
I'll protect us. Fly! Just like we rehearsed. Positions. There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler?
Vache?
Hey, what? Huh? Hey, Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Vache, are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. My memories feel like they have been washed. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on... Yes, that is what I was once. I do not know how I came to be like... No matter where I went, but now... No! The thought of me gives him... If you meet Vache, perhaps that is so. If only I could have comforted him. Is that what you call it? It was a state of neither fear. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the... I think I hear your companion. Farewell then.
Wake up! Come on, hurry! Navia's outnumbered!
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance! I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clarand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you.
I believe that following someone without their...
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to
Do not speak!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was...
Thank you for your aid, Miss...
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in...
I doubt I know much more than you. Your performance tonight will almost...
I'm sure... And... what...
None of these mecha have I can only conclude that some...
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula?
Yes.
I will continue investigate. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've...
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss...
I know, I just... She's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us! Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Clarand who came out to save us too!
Oh, come now. Forget all that As such, we're still...
It will take 50 years.
If it were...
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger?
Well, to be honest...
Huh? Really?
Yes. All After we parted ways, I was on that the Fanta tasted Fanta?
So the Fanta had been...
Yes. So...
Spina di Rosula is prepared.
Huh! Really?
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might...
But why would they...
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably... Speaking of which, did anything...
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too! Does that mean...
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad...
New intel?
Well, let's see... Oh. Vache. That name... Since he saw that young woman... But he never gave testimony or any information Yes, thank you. This is very important information. Oh!
Well, you did say that our friend... And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are...
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time.
Don't worry, you two.
It's right up.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted.
Very good.
I shall find room.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let.
This is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present
Well, our funds have been. After all, we don't.
Seems like it's tough
To.
Your father.
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me.
No. My father's name is Callus. Yet 3 years ago.
Oh no.
But I do. At the time, But strangely, that even after being seriously injured. How could he protect his honor? The closest piece of info I have is.
So that's why you're so determined.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the. However, I must know what really happened. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact, and now, here I am.
Demoiselle.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. Master Callus did so much good. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man...
No. Perhaps people just revel. People love watching the evil turn up.
But how could...
There is one.
Oh. Her? Yeah, that's not the sort...
Miss Clorand, as always. She knew Master Callus beforehand. There was...
It's not.
Don't worry, Navi.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told... Yes, that is our...
Oh, all right. Anyway, that's the. Thanks.
Yeah.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure... Whether it be responsible, this won't do.
Paimon, huh? Navia?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Paimon gets the feeling, but never mind that. What?
No, I just returned after going out for a while.
Wait.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been what I suspect.
Does that...
No. And that is the archives kept by Chief. If the.
So Nervalette mean... In that case, let's go...
No, it's nothing. The palais is right up ahead. Come on. Add Astro.
Please state your business here. The chick. This place.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might.
See?
Yep. If you're here just to crack jokes.
No.
Oh, yes.
We're here today to.
Is that it?
Of course.
All right then, I'll let you through. The chief just.
Thanks.
Please come in.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalette. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any of.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have.
Ah, I see. In that...
Who knew that Nervalette would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain there are no records of him either.
Traveler?
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so.
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Calais.
And what? Are you trying to console? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. It's just like last time. After you even told me that in your eyes, if you truly regret, why didn't you give me the power to stop him from everything? There are still so many things I never got to tell him. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia...
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father... It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. I'm fine.
You're right.
Now that I think of it...
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered. That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait.
So you're saying that... Yeah!
I really think I found... Alright, let's go to...
Yeah! We're gonna make progress for sure this time!
Do you want to go with me now? Great.
Whoa! What a huge ship! Why would...
There's no need to be so... My father was the one who... A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless...
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you... Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers! But now that Paimon has seen this ship for her...
Well, We're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partner. You said before that you still had some business at...
You still remember, right, Malus?
Yes, the case was quite simple.
Could you tell us?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was...
Wait!
Yes, he did. If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, and if you were to stop, as he oversaw...
Boss's uncompromising attitude. Not only that, Boss...
Yes, but the enemy was recognizing that. The man's name was Jacques. That night, my father hosted... But then...
Huh?
Sounds just like Lenny. Looking back on it, though... precisely. But, considering it now, you're right.
Jacques wasn't empathetic. I think this... On that note, however, our opponent, even though Spina, there is no need...
If that's indeed what he wished for, was I not the closest person to him? What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is... Did he think I'd just accept his... I've never accepted that. I want to find out.
Navia.
This is indeed the...
So you do know something else, Malus?
Yes, I do. But what drove...
What?
And the serial 5 years was knowing all of this. But as long as... If something were to happen...
Right. So no...
As we've seen, bosses...
No. I don't believe it. He never...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard. Especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as...
So he chose...
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correct. If Boss's spirit... I'm sure...
That No. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to... Yeah. I suppose that's true. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. Malus, what was the key evidence?
It's the locate when he was threatened. But if you want...
Why? If we know where the...
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against him. There's no telling what might be lying. But a single... The worst case...
Then, in that...
Well, you saw...
But things...
You sound like you've put a lot of thought...
I am the butler. I've always been willing to take on any kind of...
Thank you for all of that, Malus.
Let me think. When I announced order, if the vendors didn't... After several... The first is...
Huh?
Yes, surprise. Thanks to his position. There's someone else like him, too. Marcel.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild. In the beginning, they...
So, there...
Yes, it's a bit...
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information. Although the guards most... Since Thierry...
I see. To think that the...
If you want to invest...
Of course.
You're too kind. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would... After that, if it might help...
Aw, thank you so much.
A new case awaits, my dear partner. I hope we can work together.
It is settled, then. Please...
Thank you for arranging...
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry.
If it's a...
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
You don't understand.
I didn't know how to fake... I know.
I'm sorry. On the matter regarding...
Would you mind sharing it with me?
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless... He had many... So when Mr. Cal... He tried to be as careful...
They found out...
Papa didn't say that.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only... I don't know that for sure. Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Cal, even if...
But Mama, Papa always...
Well...
Yeah,
then you should hold on to, regardless of whether.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is...
You really think that's the.
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance?
I'm sure you've heard about
Yeah, I've heard.
it also. After my partner here, can you do me a favor and...
After that, my first reaction, but when I got...
So you also...
Indeed. Reason being, but according to... About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think they're...
At least from our perspective, the gun he was holding...
Yeah, that makes... But hold on. He didn't even want to... Did he lose all faith?
About that, I'll tell you everything.
I understand. And if I may just... Many people have laughed at me for... But it was Mr. Callus's truck. No matter what...
Don't worry. You and all... Hey, Thierry!
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, okay.
are you sure there is...
I mean, where I... Callus did a it would be next to Anyway.
Ah, yes. What happened at the...
I get... If you want to go through the...
That'd be much appreciated.
Of course. Why do you ask?
Well, you see, so... if you...
If I had to make an analogy... When you order a dish, the chef will make it. If you try to make removing a serial number, so I can promise you, they're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must...
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Jokes aside, I'll be staying in the city.
Hello. How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know?
Sure. I will let him know.
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as...
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. I just wanted to
Yes,
Oh, you...
that's right. I also witnessed your to beat the Hydro...
Oh, I'm under...
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is.
Uncle Marcel...
Yes,
Exactly.
Oh, and...
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also if not for the vigilance...
Oh, you're giving us too much...
Alas, it seems But rest assured, Navia. Poisson will always... If anyone dares to...
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. Do you have any new thoughts on...
the confrérie was... Then I heard the sound of...
Oh, it's okay.
Sounds good. All my wealth comes from...
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
Anyway.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right!
According to Jacques...
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective? Makes sense. Besides Jacques, it's obvious that
Do you think he...
Given everything that's happened, but who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Florent? But...
So you're saying he's...
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to Thierry, you say? But...
Yeah. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find.
Uncle Marcel, and with funds from the... Still... Also... Who could it be? You know, if you think...
Could we be missing other...
The suspect is not... Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes. We need far more...
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been...
Huh?
Yeah.
Wasn't that place built...
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui Harbinger...
What?
Yeah.
Well...
Wait, how?
That's what I thought would... If the charge...
Right. Because...
Yeah. And it'll be...
Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is You're right. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time.
We'll help you, just like you helped us.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Malou, Silver. When did you 2 get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that...
See you then! Now that Navia has set out for Araneus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance. entrance that leads to the... You're right. Navia's probably...
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the...
To be perfectly honest, however, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all... I've got to admit, when I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding...
Hey! Don't you understand? You're...
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon. Then why don't you duel me too?
Alas, it would appear... In that case...
That case had nothing to do... Huh? What's going on? Why is she
I told you... Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceeding. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by... So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is... Some... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières!
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an... And if the charge...
Yes.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies, sir. I think an attorney won't be necessary.
Very well.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of only through elucidating...
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about...
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula, during the banquet, when the guests arrived at the scene, the guards' investigation did not recover. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion. Callus was defeated by champion duelist. These are the known facts of...
The one with the... after that, the true culprit turned the third person into water. However, we should revisit the case... clothing was found at the scene. But now, since... This assassin first... The testimony helped... Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
So that's what happened. Wait, you're telling—
What a great theory.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime.
Ah, but I think I agree with...
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we won.
I may not have the evidence. We should be able to find... Considering the serial...
That makes sense to me.
Why do I feel...
Maybe she's scared.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why... Then why had been
I've thought about this too. The dissolving power of my father could have exposed it. At that time, Spina what was certain, however.
Boss once told me that...
What? If the secret had gotten out, of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of them. But what good would that do? Had this opera, but by staying silent, I was able to become... And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge,
So, you mean...
That's right.
Do you have any...
Of course. All you need... I don't need your apology, but since he entrusted his...
so...
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken account in my line of work. Just one look, and I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the...
Since that's your testimony,
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not...
Right? What she said was fascinating.
Wait, weren't they just talking about this?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are in my father's case, the culprit and at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of it. The culprit could only time their actions so precise. Coincidentally.
So that's why you suspected me. I'm used to it, though.
No need to appeal.
I won't try to refute. On top of that, does a person have to be physically... I know that even with that, alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an act? But if I were to do you know what the biggest flaw...
I suppose you're gonna...
It's timing. I'm a businessman by trade, in addition. But
I do apologize.
No.
Is there anything else? You can also take a look at my border entry records. Or could those records and testimonies do something to appease...
Seems like she... At this rate, Navia will be convicted.
I think you've done a superb... But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more... Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong.
This isn't just about me. And it never... The biggest difference between me and the rest... The people whose many people's images... And whose... Is it a man named... Oh.
I've merely surprised you'd...
I was waiting for you to...
the show begin.
All eyes on me!
Go! Ha! With all my strength. Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Whoa! The floor is going up! Is it because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place. Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up. The water level is rising! Now we can swim to the top! But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Spring forth!
Positions!
Scatter!
Go! With all my strength!
This dance is for you!
Ride this on the side!
Yeah!
Come on! We can do it!
Here! Propagate!
Now the path is clear! Let's go!
strength.
Let's dip.
expectations. All eyes on me.
Polinampa, help! Go! After all that, though, as expected, the mask. That's right. Let's see what's written. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be... This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have the old dogs. He can act when I concur. Let's send someone... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups. They're all just so evil. Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, it's... What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 6. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just... How can someone write something that terrible? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's why he did it all... But did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... So that's it? No, that's not it either. If that's the case... In any case... Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water! That means this is where they make all this... If you dilute, Paimon will take... Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but... Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearance? And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible. We've looked at almost everything here and it... Yeah, we haven't found anything that... No wonder even Nervalet went that way, even if we bring all this back to the op... Sure thing. Really? Let Paimon see! Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover's name? Then... you... Aw... So many! The final name... Marcel... Wait, but... Marcel's pretty old. Hey! Paimon...
And whose image? Is it a man named... Oh, so you do know that name. I was waiting for you.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of...
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Nervalet. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair, and we already know it. After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we...
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this? Pay attention to you. What for? No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, they said there's no... Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Venier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she... But I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! I did all of that. And in the end, I spent my entire life living on...
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Venier. Venier! Please, Venier! Don't think badly of me.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling...
Traveler, please... The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Venier. During an underwater expedition, Venier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vache as a result. Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to cover his tracks. He invented the new... During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of... However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and after exchanging blows with... Although the assassination... And just recently, Vache attempted to... However, his attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court. Thus concludes the Oratrice will now... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale, Mr. Vache, guilty.
Guards! Take Vache away.
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that...
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
He's heard so many... Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absolutely...
The day our late boss...
Yeah.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Ugh, what now? None of...
According to court protocol...
Oh, come on.
Please respect the laws.
All right, but...
Through evidence presented in the public, the guilty party has been identified. We now turn to the According to the judgment of the Oratrice, guilty.
What?
Hey! What's with this verdict? Is your...
Huh? This has never happened before.
I mean, have you...
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is... Guards, please take...
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke.
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld. Apologies. This is also the first time all I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
I don't...
What does Lady Verena mean by that?
She says she has...
Yeah, so are the...
My dearest citizen, don't tell me.
But the way she looked just now...
However, if you thought child had nothing to do with everything, all shall be Now, having said that,
So she chose to...
So you're saying...
She probably... However, please be...
All right. After all...
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the Traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vache? I erased all records of that name.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did? You're sure? You met her? But how? The Fountain of Lucine? Then... Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the Traveler take me to the...
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Paimon agrees!
This request, is it worth as much to you as your...
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the Very well.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not...
Thank you.
Isn't that Charlotte? Who's her friend?
Be pleased with it. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blood. I've invested all my savings into Graph Adversary. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar.
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine, Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your... But I'm afraid I'm not joking. Funnily enough, but to our surprise, In truth, since we ran that, so I knew this story.
Uh-oh. She really sounds like... Hey, Charlotte!
Traveler, Paimon! I was in the area taking some photos for a story. She read an article inspired by this story. She was hoping, but unfortunately...
This is a new situation for us. It's such a pity. It seems...
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the opera. That way, I won't have to repay my...
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. Actually, instead of going into the Okay.
Not anymore. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my... my life.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine. This prototype you've given me, the camera length, the rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful... So your research... Absolutely. So keep calm.
I can't... If this is true...
Maybe...
Come on! Stop it!
And I can probably speak to some people I know and like... There's no time to lose! I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? She just ran out. Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in...
It's understandable. But don't you worry. Her research...
It's reassuring to know that you'll be...
Actually, it takes the right person...
Thanks a lot, Chef. What a nice...
You're welcome. The boundaries... Yes, that's how I'll phrase...
Is this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even...
Vache!
Ah!
Yes, that's it! So you...
Vignier, it's me! It's...
Vache?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vignier? I'm...
Hey, wait!
Vignier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vignier!
Vache, you...
It's been all this time. I must be... Vignier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I...
But Vache... If not for you, it's all because...
You... Wait.
You're right. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our thoughts search... I'm Cressy, the only one...
Why?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. This is what you get. But did you ever You are a liar. The only thing... From the moment...
No!
You still don't But on top of... She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show...
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going...
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia! It's been a few days. Paimon's already started to miss you.
Oh, now that I believe. I'm easy to work with and always bring home the bacon. Who wouldn't? It's everyone from Spina di Ro this time, though.
So his name...
It's been the dearest...
Oh, by the way, well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too? The Charlotte? Journalist from the Steambird?
Yeah, way back when... I believe the story... To be fair, though, she was trying to leak...
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Oh, and...
Oh, are you...
It was thanks to her...
Oh, that's...
Anyway... Oh,
what is...
I should pay a visit to my... And on top of that...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We wanna...
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me. After all, without you, there might not have been such a positive ending.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off. Considering the recent weather, we'll be lucky if we can reach...
Yeah, you're right.
Huh? Isn't that Nervalette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies.
Don't say...
Sorry about that.
Oh, I wanted to show my father how much I've grown, but...
In that case...
In any case...
There was once a time when I didn't want to believe... Oh, rather than... Which is also why I believed that Mr. Callis proved me utter... If not for his... Mr. Callis... And in the end, a justice that... So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret is that high and mighty chair in the Opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Didn't I just...
Ah, so Navia and Nervalette seem to have made their peace. Let's not disturb them. Paimon's never paid... Huh? Oh, no. Anyway, Nervalette is still standing around there. It's not...
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see. Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it... Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. I'm sorry, but if he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter, and had no reason to appear on the stage of the Opera Epiclese. Is there anything else? My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily. For many years, I have been quite aware that as a divinely, not only can it produce, which is all to say, I was not aware such a thing had in any case, based on Farina's, while we do intend, if we did
If you ask Pine...
Is there anything else?
So...
Truthfully, that name is... There used to be a special sea on most of Tevat's life. But today, what Vache discovered must have been some kind... Indeed. Why would... To be frank, is there anything else? That the sea levels will... Does that appropriate?
That's right!
Yes, up to the present, rumors have it that...
A prophecy?
2 parts of the prophet... Speaking of the... If the rumors were true...
But... with...
Is there anything else? Very well. It was my honor. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memornia.
You really...
Crime and villainy do not have the day off.
Alright, Tom. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped. You know... Nadia said something about having a place ready for us there, didn't she?